I think what I'm hearing is about 7 years that you've been doing Matterport.
Correct.
You mentioned that you were only doing Matterport when you started, but today you offer DSLR shot photos, floor plans,
Yeah, that was a nice evolution. And that-
aerial. Why is it that you started to add other services?
Well, funny story is that when I started doing, I'm sorry, prior to Matterport, I'm a real estate agent. I got a listing. I called my photographer. I had a favorite photographer. I won't even mention his name because I'll tell you why I got my camera, and it's why I'm not mentioning his name. So I would do the Matterport, and the photographer would come and do the stills and the floor plan. And it was a little silly because, you know, even though that Fillmore Real Estate was generously and graciously paying for the Matterport and the photography, I felt it was sort of a waste of money on their part to have two photographers showing up at the same time. So I, not cash poor, I went out to B&H Photo. It's the greatest place in the world. And I bought myself a Nikon D750 and a 14 to 24 lens. I bought that granddaddy of the best real estate lenses that money could buy. Looked impressive, took great shots, and I did not know how to use it. I wish I could run upstairs and get my favorite t-shirt. It says, "Everyone's a photographer until M," when you turn it onto manual. So my biggest thing was, and I'm going to make a statement now, that the real estate brokers that were in Manhattan, the large companies, Douglas Elliman, Corcoran, there was no Compass yet. Brown Harris Stevens, Bond, these were companies that were part of REBNY, R-E-B-N-Y. That's the Real Estate Board of New York. Those were the largest companies in New York. Their photography, their websites, their photos, the window pulls, the wide angles, perfect verticals, everything was great. Dan, I couldn't do that with, I'm going to say the pictures were, you know, inferior, and window pulls being especially. So you asked me why I'm into it. I went out and got my camera gear, and I asked that photographer, and this is such an important part of my conversation with you, is that I asked a photographer who I gave over 150 jobs in a 2-year period. Totally, I'm trying to work. He was our one photographer. Yeah, what's the word? I'm sorry.
Exclusive.
Exclusive. He was our exclusive photographer, and I'm the manager in the office, so I'm the one calling for all the other brokers' jobs. I asked this guy to give me 5 minutes. We were at, I think we were at 320 Ocean Parkway, a 2-bedroom apartment, empty. I didn't have an owner there. I didn't have a broker there. It was just me and him. It was a small unit. I did my Matterport before he got there. I opened the door for him. He did his pictures. I said, "I just bought this camera. Please just give me 5 minutes. What the hell am I doing? How do I get window pulls?" That's all I asked him. And you know what? He wouldn't even answer my question. He told me to go on YouTube and look. Best advice I ever got. Never called him again, ever. Never used him again. I literally must have bought this guy enough. I must have paid him enough to buy him a car. He couldn't give me 5 minutes. And not only did I learn from that interaction, my entire world is the exact opposite. That I help my competitors. I'll go into it later on. I've helped 3, 4, 5 people start Matterport businesses. They're my local competitors. We would help out. You need a charger. This guy didn't have a tripod. I couldn't believe this guy wouldn't help me, but I did learn. And now I feel my pictures are amazing. I am so proud. I'm saying it. I don't want to sound like a jerk. I'm saying it because I am very proud that my pictures are gorgeous.